So when I went through one of your previous sessions about building a CV, sir adil paranjoru karyana, you should have a USP in your CV. You should have a unique selling point in your CV. So what is that unique selling point? അതേപോലെ തന്നെ, so when you write something in your CV, നമ്മൾ ഈ CV സബ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ, do you really ask questions from that CV? സാർ ശരിക്കും അതിൽ നിന്ന് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ചോദിക്കും നമ്മൾ ഈ സബ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന CV-യിൽ നിന്ന്?
ACCA ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറയാം. ഞാൻ ACCA ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാം നടത്തുന്ന DYക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. അപ്പം ഒരു വർഷത്തിൽ 15 കുട്ടികളെയാണ് ആ പ്രോഗ്രാമിലൂടെ കടത്തിവിടുക. ഈ 15 കുട്ടികളെ സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഒരു 100 to 150 CVs ആണ് ACCA ക്വാളിഫൈഡ് കുട്ടികളുടെ അടുത്ത് നിന്ന് കിട്ടുക. ഈ 100 to 150 CVസിൽ നിന്ന് നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഒരു CV തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കുക? കാരണം എല്ലാവരും ACCA ക്വാളിഫൈഡ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ആ CV-യിൽ എന്താണ് സ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഇസ് ദി അഡീഷണൽ സ്കിൽസ് ദാറ്റ് യു ക്യാൻ പ്രൊജക്ട് യുവർ സെൽഫ് ഇൻ ദ CV. Okay, so there comes the importance of skill acquisition. ACCA teaches you a set of competencies and skills which are required for the profession of accounting. You will also need to have those additional skills and certifications which are required for the corporate world. So this is one of the criteria in which we filter out the CV. So we look at people who have additional skills and competencies, who have taken the time out to do those or acquire those additional skills while going through the professional program. So it means that the student is serious in acquiring additional skills, equipping him to join a corporate organization. So that is one factor. The second factor that we look at, so once there is a filtering that happens on the CV, and after that there is a test that happens. That's an online test that happens where we look at various competencies like your communication skills, Excel, your accounting knowledge, all of those things gets tested. So that is the second filtering mechanism. So typically I see that once the CV gets shortlisted, I typically see people clearing of those tests. The third aspect is the interview itself. So in the interview, what makes you stand out is starting with the way you appear for the interview, right? So being professionally dressed. So showcasing yourself as a global professional accountant is very important. So the way you dress and the way you carry yourself becomes very important. That is one first criteria or the first impression that we make about the candidate. The second most important aspect is displaying your skills and competencies that are covered by ACCA, right? So we ask questions on everything that you have learned in the ACCA program, right? Because everything that you've learned in the ACCA program is very relevant for the work that we do. So we test your knowledge, your conceptual clarity about the various topics that you have learned in ACCA. So that is very important. So displaying your conceptual knowledge on various concepts that you have studied in ACCA becomes very important.